Hello everyone, this is Sean, and this is the video, the narrated pictures and slideshow for the Mirabel Model Contest. You can see here the first pictures I took of the car tables where I put my Back to the Future DeLoreans, and you can see some of the pictures of the categories within the cars themselves, and of course my Excelsior on the sci-fi table, along with my other two Star Trek ships, and of course there were some Star Wars figures in front of them. And then you get into the plane table, and then you get to the first video, which I'll show right now. Oh, I got permission from the model organizers to start taking photos and video for the YouTube channel. So these are the tables at the model contest. The Mirabel Model Contest. Hello. On va déplacer qu'est-ce qui est compétition. Donc on va non mais no sense trying to get commentary, the background noise is too severe. Hello. I could. There's mine. There's my other two. Oh, here's some rotating ones. Of course, now we get into the planes. Yeah. All right. Hey, Jama. Jama. And here's the next table. It was actually an in memoriam table. Out of respect, I didn't show the name of the person or get a good enough picture of their face to identify them. And you see some of the tables of the ships. And then you get into the military planes and the different categories of planes that there were at the show. And there's a better angle of them. That's a CF-18 Hornet. You can tell by the wings folded up. And then you get back to the sci-fi table with the big Millennium Falcon and reflective base. And then you get into the other sci-fi ships like the Slave One, the ATST Walker, a Gundam ship. And then you get back into more military planes and a little helicopter there. You get into the, I guess it's the SR-71 Blackbird, a CF, FA-14 Tomcat. And that looks a bit reminiscent of a Raptor and a two-door. I'm back to take some video in the afternoon, trying to pick the tables where there aren't a bunch of people. Here's a table that's just cars. And boats. Well, ships, actually. Might as well get the military table. There don't seem to be too many people crowding this one, so that should be an opportunity, huh? Oh, there's a F-18. Here's like almost like a perfect grade falcon. Oh, and Boba Fett ship. There you go. And then some sci-fi dioramas. And here's the rest of the military planes. And some helicopters. There's a Blackbird, F-14 Tomcat. And all the tanks. What? Ah, I didn't notice the F-18 had the folded up wings. And here's some from my hobby club itself. And then we get into some actual vehicle style dioramas, like a pickup truck towing an old car, and the pictures of the interior. Now, you probably saw this on the video just now, but I figured I'd do some narration on some of these sci-fi figures and everything without a bunch of noise in the background, and maybe the pictures show a slightly different angle of some of the tables, like these military rubble tables. And well, there's another one right there. So that's all for this section. Right. And here's the other side of this is like the diorama table, as you can see here. See the backside of Boba Fett's starship, all the thrusters and everything. Here's the Mars Attack diorama there. And the rubble building. And here are a few pictures of the tables that had lots of models for sale. And then the next picture should show a nice wide angle of the entire model display space for the contest. A more wide angle of everything. And the stage. And all the vendor tables. And then the wide angle of the entire space. So that's about all for now. Bye-bye. And then these next pictures here are the individual sheets that you had to fill out for each of the models you brought to the show. So I just focused on mine, my 4 DeLoreans. There's the weathered Mark III. And of course you had to fill out a description. The people at the contest who ran it filled in the number that you see in the square at the bottom in the Sharpie. That's the Mark IV DeLorean. And of course I got the best angle I could of the Excelsior. Of course, by the time I got there, about 20 minutes before 9 when it opened to the public, there wasn't a lot of space to get my models in place, so it was a bit difficult to actually find a good spot where I could get an unobstructed view of my ships, but I did the best I could. Then I focused on the screen itself when it got close to award time, and I laid out all my model sheets on the table in case my number was called. All right, so here we are. I've got just the little sheets that were laid out for the contest. You can see all the entry numbers here. So if that's what they call for any winners, I'll know. And it looks like they're getting ready to speak. So I'll tell you the results after. Now you can see some of the bulletin boards here, sponsors and everything, and I took some long shot pictures of all the prizes, but unfortunately, I didn't win anything for mine, but at least this contest gave me exposure to the general public and a larger audience. So that's all for now, and hope you enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.